There's a moment right before everything collapses, where your mind faces a choice: break or evolve. Most people shatter. A select few become something else entirely. What I'm about to show you isn't therapy. It's psychological reconstruction. And once you cross this line, there's no returning to who you were before. This system operates on 3 levels. First, the technique that transforms pain into power during your darkest moments. Second, the hidden price of becoming emotionally invulnerable. And third, how to wield this strength without losing your humanity completely. Stay until the end, or walk away now. Your choice. Society taught you that emotions control you. That's when pain hits, you absorb it, become it, drown in it. But there's another way, a method used by those who refuse to be victims of circumstance. It's called cognitive reframing under pressure, and it's the difference between those who collapse and those who become unstoppable. Your brain doesn't react to reality. It reacts to the story you tell about reality. Change the narrative and change the outcome. When most people get hit with rejection, failure, or betrayal, they ask, why is this happening to me? You're going to ask yourself something different. What part of me is being forged by this fire? This isn't denial. This is transmutation. You're not pretending the wound doesn't exist. You're giving it purpose. Every scar becomes evidence of your evolution. Every betrayal becomes data about human nature. Every failure becomes intelligence about the game. Here's how you build this mental architecture. First, stress inoculation through visualization. Your mind can't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones. So you rehearse catastrophe while calm. Imagine your worst fears materializing. See yourself facing public humiliation, devastating rejection, complete financial ruin. But here's the key. Visualize the strongest version of yourself navigating these storms with cold precision. You're not hoping these things don't happen. You're becoming someone who can handle them when they do. When reality finally matches your mental rehearsals, you won't panic. You'll activate. Second, tactical silence under provocation. When someone disrespects you, interrupts you, or tries to manipulate you, you do nothing. Not because you're weak, but because you're studying. You're choosing delayed domination over instant reaction. Every insult becomes intelligence. Every slight becomes strategic data. This creates something dangerous: unpredictability. People can't read you. They can't manipulate what they can't understand. And unpredictability is a form of psychological dominance that few possess. Third, command phrases that rewire your operating system. Choose one statement that becomes your mental override. No emotion controls me. Pain sharpens my focus. I don't react, I respond. Repeat this during stress, during chaos, during moments when your old self would have broken. Over time, this phrase becomes an automatic response, stronger than any impulse. Fourth, the 24-hour rule. Whenever you want to quit, explode, or make an emotional decision, you wait. You document the feeling, then let time burn off the emotional static. When you finally act, it's from strategy, not chemistry. This builds something most people never develop: command over time itself. Fifth, emotional fasting. Pick one emotion that's been feeding on your energy like a parasite. Guilt, anger, need for validation. For 7 days, when it rises, you observe it, but don't feed it. Don't act on it, don't justify it, don't indulge it. By day 7, you'll realize it was never part of your strength. It was consuming your strength. But here's where it gets dangerous. The first casualty of extreme resilience isn't weakness, it's memory. The stronger you become, the easier it gets to forget how much your past pain actually hurt. You forget what it cost you to survive. You forget what vulnerability felt like. And that forgetfulness creates blind spots. You stop relating to other struggles. You start judging instead of understanding. You look at people breaking down and think they're weak, forgetting that you once crawled through your own darkness to get where you are. When you never show weakness, people stop offering you truth. They start obeying you, fearing you, projecting onto you. You become a screen of their insecurities, rather than a person they can connect with. And while this feels powerful at first, it eventually isolates you from authentic feedback, from real challenge, from genuine connection. The more you armor yourself against pain, the more you protect yourself from everything else too. Conversations become surface-level interactions. Intimacy feels inefficient. Vulnerability feels like a threat to your identity. You build walls so high that even you can't hear your own soul echoing inside them. So here's the advanced game. Real mastery isn't surviving pressure. It's surviving your own power without letting it erase what made you human in the first place. Anyone can become strong when they hate weakness, but staying human when you no longer need to be, that separates the legends from the ghosts. Emotion isn't your enemy. Unfiltered, unconscious emotion is. Emotions carry information. When you kill them completely, you lose the signal within the chaos. So you learn to listen without obeying, to feel without falling. You become the translator of your own experience, extracting meaning without drowning in madness. You need one sacred space where the armor comes off. Maybe it's with someone who sees through your strength. Maybe it's alone with your thoughts. Maybe it's in meditation where the mask dissolves. This isn't weakness. It's your return point. Proof that you're still human beneath the steel. Create your personal code. Your unbreakable inner law written when your mind is clear. So you don't betray it when your ego gets loud. Something like, I don't punish others for my past pain. I never speak to control, only to reveal truth. If I lose empathy, I've lost the game. Without this code, strength becomes power addiction, and that addiction never ends cleanly. Find the rare ones who don't fear your silence or shrink from your intensity. People who challenge your thinking without trying to fix you, who see your power and still look you in the eyes as equals. These connections don't require you to be weak, only to be honest about your humanity. Most importantly, maintain presence, not emotion, awareness. The part of you that remembers why you started this journey, the pulse beneath the armor. Keep it alive, or you become the armor itself. Here's your final test. You've built the strength. Now build the discipline to carry it like a weapon, not wear it like a mask. Stay sharp, stay precise, stay dangerous, but never stop being human on purpose. Because real power isn't just being cold under fire, it's being warm by choice and still remaining untouchable. That's the difference between a survivor and a master. That's what separates those who break from those who become unbreakable. The choice is yours, but choose knowing that once you cross this line, there's no going back to who you were. You'll either emerge as something greater or lose yourself entirely in the transformation. Welcome to the other side.